Hey YouTube, this is Carla. I wanted to make an update video. As of today, I am officially in Wonderland 199.6. I'm very excited. It's really been hard to get over a few of the things that really can trip us up. And I guess, you know, this surgery is great, and there's no way I could have done it any other way. But you really have to, besides the surgery or not, you really have to get over a lot of your old habits. And for the longest time I thought to myself, I got the surgery because I couldn't stop these things, or I didn't want to change my behavior, or I couldn't change my behavior, and I was really paying a lot for that. Some things like eating pasta and bread and potatoes, particularly potatoes, and I really still wanted to be like a regular person, you know, to just eat what I wanted, and that was really slowing me up, even stopping me. And I was continuing to lose weight, but maybe it was like 1 or 2 pounds a month, you know. And sorry, allergies today. I got on Obesity Help, and I was saying, oh, I can't lose weight, and I don't know what's wrong, you know, and I didn't even really tell them about, oh, my stomach, you know, my stomach hurt all the time, and I was going to the bathroom, number 2, you know, every morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, from like 3 to 6, and just wearing myself out, you know. You don't really get good sleep like that. And they were telling me that, you know, really we have this window, it's like a year to 18-month window, that we really need to lose all the weight that we're going to lose. And, you know, that we should see this as an opportunity to lose the weight, and not, you know, I think with me it was that I was kind of dragging my feet and want to change. Sorry, my camera's sort of stopping here, but it's almost like self-destructive behavior, and I guess I realized I was doing it, but it's almost like one of those things that, you know, you learn that, or you don't want to change in a way. You know, you don't want to become a different person, because that's kind of scary. Even though the person you're becoming is better than anything that you've had for yourself. And I guess I was really kind of scared, you know, and I was kind of like, not, you know, because I didn't want to do these things, I was thinking to myself, you'll never lose weight, you'll never really get down to the weight that, you know, people get down to, you know, you'll never get down below 200, you know, you'll always be this fat person. And I kind of had after that, these great people on Obesity Help, on the Duodenal Switch boards, sort of talked to me, and they didn't hose me or anything. Sorry, what the heck was that? They didn't hose me or anything, but they were like, you know, you got to use this time for you. You did this thing for you, so you got to use this time for you. And then I talked to my husband, you know, and we had a really long talk one night, and I told him how, like, you know, like Coke and Diet Coke, you know, like, I always feel like I'm just Diet Coke, you know. I'll never be Coke, and becoming Coke, even though I want to be Coke, it scares me. And I always feel like Diet Coke, you know, that I'll just never be the real thing. And I know that's weird, and that kind of plays into everything in my life. Business, success, and, you know, he was telling me, and he's very, very smart in, you know, the emotional department, because he really had a bad childhood, and for that bad of a childhood, he really, really thinks about, you know, really can help other people. And, you know, I told him that, you know, all my life, and he's been there since I was 17, so, you know, he knows everything that I've gone through. And I was just telling him that I really, really want to be this person, you know, this thin, successful person. But inside, it's not that I didn't want to become it, but I was kind of scared of becoming it. And I guess for me, I don't really like change too much. No, I mean, I like money, you know, I mean, I want to be successful because I like money, but sometimes huge changes scare me, because it's like, I've had some problems, and I might make another update video about that, but, well, I was watching Scott Hamilton one night, too. This kind of all coincided with the same thing, but he was talking about he had such a bad life, and that every time something good happened, something bad happened with it. And I was kind of thinking about that, and that's just like the epitome of my life, you know? Every time something good, something bad, so it's almost like I was just saying to myself, let's just stay the same. It's okay right now. Let's not rock the boat, because I don't want something really bad to happen. But then he was continuing to talk about his life, and he's like, eventually I realized that when something bad happened, something good, he had it opposite. That when something bad happened, always something good was to follow. And I guess I got to start thinking about that in that way. And I've been thinking about that like every day, you know. Like, I stopped eating potatoes, and I stopped eating pasta, and I may have like one spoonful of potatoes or a spoonful of pasta, just because when I really, really want it. I mean, you know, and the other day I like ate sugar. I forget what it was, but something really sweet, and I got really, really sick off of it, you know. And so every day I try to not do the things I'm not supposed to do, but when I do, I'm not sitting there going, see, you know, you'll never be this, you'll never be that. And that the little things that happen during the day, that, like, I put my jeans on the other day, these 18 jeans that I got from, it's Art to Wear jeans, I think that was Avenue, and I hadn't put them on in like 2 weeks, and the belt that I had, because they're already starting to fall, and I was 3 clips down on the belt, you know, and they were getting really loose on me, and I tried on these regular 18s from Walmart that were just really tight, couldn't, you know, like, I could wear them, but if I ate something, then they were too tight, you know. And I was able to wear them all day the other day. So, you know, and I was in the grocery store, and, like, this guy glanced back at me when he was walking, and it was the first time in a long time. No, I'm not no beauty queen, or, you know, I'm not, like, super skinny or anything, but he looked at me like a guy would look at me, if that makes any sense, and not like he looked at me like, oh my God, look at how fat she is, or, you know, look at how disgusting, or whatever. So, you know, I can cross my legs, and, you know, it's just little stuff, you know, it's just little stuff that make me feel good about myself, and I've got to start taking more time to realize that there's going to be a lot of that, and less of everything else. But I'm about ready to run out of time here yet, but so $199, that is from $314, that is 115 pounds since my biggest weigh-in. So so I'm really excited, and